Hi everybody, Clark Smith, the winemaker for Winesmith, and this is my latest episode of Gracious Living in the Time of Corona. And I must say, this is one of my favorite things to cook, and I want to invite you to do something that may look a little bit expensive, but is actually quite cheap compared to eating out in a restaurant. Very, very easy to do. Just about the easiest thing there is to cook, and always a delicious special treat. What I'm talking about is duck breast, or magret, as the French call it. So here's some duck breasts. I got these from D'Artagnan. You can't do too much better than D'Artagnan. They're in New York, and they have several different kinds of boneless duck breasts. And duck breast has absolutely nothing to do with chicken breast or turkey breast. If you take a look, it's a red meat. It's actually a lot more like steak. It's not a white meat, Also has a wonderful flavor to it. You can use it with wines that have a lot of tannin. It's great with Cabernet Sauvignon. Tonight we're going to pair it with my Humboldt Meritage, which is a spectacular and very dense wine. And the reason is that duck breast has a lot of fat, but it's not marbled like steak is. It actually has all the fat right underneath the skin here, and the fat is delicious. You need to save that for cooking something else, frying an omelet in or something like that. Much more fun than butter. And for duck breast, you're going to be paying about $25 a pound. But that's what you're looking at here is a couple of duck breasts, about 8 ounces a piece. And so $12.50 for a fabulous dinner is really not so bad. And you owe it to yourself because you're all cooped up, hiding out from the virus, and we might as well enjoy ourselves. So there's absolutely nothing to grilling a duck breast. I'm just gonna put a little seasoned salt on here, on the fat side, on the skin side, just like that. And then I'm just gonna pop them in my trusty Philips air fryer for 12 minutes. And that's it. And when I take them out, I'll show you what I'm gonna pair them with and how to cut them up. The French like to slice the magret before putting it on the table, and I'll show you that. So you can run these at full 400 for 12 minutes. So I'm just gonna zero in on the knob here. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so there we go. You can see that there is a lot of fat in this stuff, so we've got to ventilate the smoke. And then what we're going to do is slice both of these. You want to use a cutting board that has a moat that can catch the blood, because this thing is going to be kind of medium rare is how you want it. The French call it à point, at the perfect point. So I'm going to let it rest for just a minute. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to capture this wonderful duck fat. And I don't know what I'll do with that. I'll do something wonderful with it. And it's so easy with an air fryer to just capture all that grease. And then I'll go set this to soak, and I'll clean that up in a few minutes. It takes about 4 minutes to clean this darn thing, and then we're done. Okay, now we want to slice our maguey on a little bit of an angle here, just so they are pretty. And we'll just go in, just show you how a slice of that looks. It's just like a medium rare steak. And we slice them about 1/4 of an inch thick. Then when you can see I'm getting some blood out of this thing, just with a steak I would, and so I'll capture that and I'll toss it in here with the fat, and we'll make some use of that later on. But here you go, and that's just a perfect duck breast. Nothing to it. You won't get anything better from a Top Chef. So we're just gonna put it all in there, and oh geez, arrange it so that it's beautiful. Guess I kind of blew that a little bit. What I like to do, just to make it pretty, is to twist it a little bit like that, so that all those pieces are sitting there, and then we're gonna put it together with some broccoli and some polenta fries and a few other things to dress the plate. So let's go ahead and do that. You don't need any sauce. There's your steamed broccoli. You can see how pretty that is alongside. And then I went ahead and I made some polenta fries, which you've seen in a previous episode. And we'll put a little rosemary salt on those guys. So let me get the polenta fries out of the oven. Polenta fries take 25 or 30 minutes, and the duck breast is faster. So what I did was I made these ahead of time, and now I'll just and I just popped them in the oven at 200 degrees to keep them warm. And there we go. Doesn't that look pretty? Now, for myself, I'm also gonna put together this caprese salad, which I can discuss another time, but that's you've seen that in a restaurant. It's raw mozzarella cheese and tomatoes, a little oregano on here or basil, and I like to use rice wine vinegar and a real good extra virgin olive oil, and I'll have that on the side. Okay, so here we are. Here's the whole thing. Now I'm going to pour you some of our 14 Humboldt Meritage, which I've decanted and given a good shake, and that should be a perfect accompaniment. It's got a lot of tannin, it's very soft, and the rich, sweet red meat that you have there ought to go pretty well. Why don't you give it a try? It's kind of sweeter than steak, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, see how that works with this sulfite-free old 14 Meritage. I think really tannic wines need the fat that duck provides. And what do you think? Pretty good match.
Excellent.